When we paint a room walls, there's a process called masking, covering, taping, freaking all the edges, corners, everything in the room, the floor, plants, guitars, cameras, everything as precise and exact as possible. Takes 80-90% of the time. The better you do it, the better you can just take a brush and splatter the walls. It'll be clean in the end. And you could be free and enjoy the process of painting. And forget about the cameras. This is a state of mind I am very interested in. I remember as a child, all I needed was a pencil and a sheet of paper. It's still that way today. I didn't change. This is all it needs to start the world. Pen and paper. I also recall being in school and teachers telling me to become an actor or a comedian one day. Of course, this was the last thing I was gonna do, believe me. I wrote songs, formed bands, 2, 3, studied sociology, to realize that all I already did was performing music, screaming, writing, creating, dreaming. I cannot tell you what my hobbies are. Maybe cooking is my only hobby because it relaxes me. I like cooking. I don't need to have a 50-year plan when I cook. But maybe cooking is just the umbrella term, When I write a song or a screen play or paint, I feel like in the kitchen, adding spices, taking something out again, let it simmer, taste it, swallow it. But when I ride, I'm not relaxed. It hurts sometimes, very much so. It is not a hobby. It has to come out of me. I like to say sometimes ideas, melodies come into my head almost fully finished. I cannot tell you how many songs I created in my bathroom. But I can tell you about a dream that happened to me a few weeks ago. I was having a nightmare. It woke me up. I was scared. But I figured, man, I'm dreaming a film. What is this? A spooky film. I want to see what's coming. Please let me keep sleeping. And I did fall back to sleep to wake up again. Having seen a film like in the cinema. I had to write it down. I had to write down what I was dreaming. It's about an actress who lives on the stage in a theater. And then I was thinking, wait a minute, this is a theater piece. And it was just about that days where I started to read, learn, and research about the performance theater creation programs at York University, when I realized, well, maybe this is a live film theater performing hybrid kind of thing. And maybe now I'm having the best idea I ever had to apply for this school and realize that maybe theater is what I missed. Let me tell you about my idea. It's about Anouk. She's a Swiss actress, young and very talented, moving to Montreal. She has to go to audition at a very old but prestigious theater, and she is nailing it. She gets the main part. Now she has to portray a woman who is turning insane as she's never leaving her apartment. Anouk has two problems. She cannot afford a living anymore, and she has stage fright. The director, Masso, has an idea and offers her to live on stage in that very room, on stage, as a set design in the big theater, to live there alone and overcome her stage fright by forgetting about the audience and the auditorium and everything, and become one with the role and the room. And it's for free. So she accepts but experiences more and more weird situations or things in general. She's more and more identifying herself with the role. There's loss of boundaries and strange nights in the theater that become stranger and stranger. Anouk feels like something is watching her as she's learning that 40 years ago, the very same theater, the very same piece, the actress who had the main role back then disappeared and was never to be found again. So this whole everything culminates in a fantastic premiere where Anouk becomes one with her role and blurs reality with fiction. And the audience become part of the last scene where everything comes together to the stage. The audience sees film material and live performance on stage and becomes one with the final scene, which is the last scene in the film theater hybrid, or stuff like that. Thank you.